Hey everyone, so today we are going to talk about Fantasy Premier League. This is the Fantasy League for football. I'm pretty sure you know that. And we are just going to talk about what it is and how do we play it, what are the things which we need to keep in mind before every match day. Let's just start this. So you can Google on the Fantasy Premier League and just get onto the website. This will be the page where you will get to once you log in. Then they'll ask you to just select the squads. So as you can see here, we have to select a total of 15 players and we have a total budget of 100 pounds. And within this 100 pounds, we have to purchase two goalkeepers, is five defenders, five midfielders, and three forwards. We can't change this layout. We need to have these players. So accordingly, we'll have to manage it. So as you can see here in the right taskbar, where we have different players for different positions. As you already know that we are already past game week 7, so this is game week 8. So the points are already being mentioned against the players. I'll also talk about what how the scoring is and how the prices change, what things we need to keep in mind, and also chips. There are various chips. Chips, as in these are basically lifelines. You can say you get four chips. Uh, I think they have mentioned it. These are the chips. The first will be bench boost, wherein so just select let us select this team first, and then we will talk about it. If you don't want to bother selecting this, since this is your first game week, so you can make as many transfers as you want. And if you just want to get through it, you can also select this auto pick. It will automatically select players whatever it thinks are right. Uh, I must say this seems to me a very good team. Whatever they have selected, I'll tell you why. So let's just enter the squad here. Yes, they will ask for a team name. We can put anything. People mostly enter some banter names. Let us put as well. I'm a Liverpool fan, by the way. So let's just put Trent Stay. Yeah. So there are a lot of stories which are going around saying that Trent Alexander-Arnold will be leaving because this is his last year and apparently wants to win trophies. So he wants to go to Real Madrid, I suppose, because any other club would be a downgrade in front of Liverpool. So yeah, let's just stick to this name. We'll just select Liverpool here. And yes, we agree. So once we do that, uh, here it is. So all these things will come out as well. And so basically, this is the team which we have selected for game week 8. And the players which you are seeing here, these will be your starting players. That is, all the points which they will be collecting over the week, those will be added, and that's how you will get ranked. As you can see already, a lot of people have already joined the league. There are more than 10 million, 10.5 million people playing, which is pretty extraordinary, and I must say. And you have to compete with all these people. So every game week, you will get some points, right? You will get an overall rank. You will also get a game week rank. And you must have heard about the prizes which people get. Those prizes are according to the game week point which you get. So it's really hard to actually get into top three because only top three or top 10 are given prizes. So it's pretty difficult. So, I mean, I have never managed to, at most, I have managed to get into top 1000. Yeah, not top 1000, top 2000 basically. Once I got the rank 1800. That time I played a triple captain when no one else did. So by luck, I got into top 2K. So that was all about that. And the players which you can see here, these are your bench players. Basically, if one of your main players do not play a game week, then these bench players will replace them. Now, another tricky thing which you must remember is that let's suppose we have this formation wherein we have three defenders, and let's just say these all are attacking players. So basically, goalkeeper and defenders are defending players. Let's just say for the simplicity, and all the others are attacking players. So if this is the case, and let's say James Justin of Leicester City do not play in game week 8, so he will be substituted by a defender only, so that we can preserve at least because your team must have at the very least three defenders, and at the very least you must have one striker. You will see if I just swap Watkins. See, I can't now swap Raul. I mean, I can swap him with another forward, but I can't swap him with a defender because you must have one forward, and at least you must have at least similarly you must have at least three defenders. So now you can see I can't substitute with a forward because we have to maintain this formation. Similarly for midfield as well, you got to have at least three midfielders in your team. So let's just for demonstration purpose, let's just say right now. Actually, we can have two midfielders as well. I have never seen this formation, I must tell you. This is something new for me as well. So yeah, so there you go. We can have at the, I mean, at the very minimum have to have one forward, have to have two midfielders, and have to have three defenders. So if we don't, let's say, let's say if we only have three defenders, right? So if I give example of James Justin, if he's not playing, then it doesn't matter what the sequence is of these bench players which you have. For example, let's just say about this sequence wherein we have. So I didn't tell you, but uh, let's say Jackson didn't play in the next match week, then he will be substituted by McNeil. So that is a sequence. If Johnson also didn't play, then Gabriel will substitute Johnson. If Madison also didn't play, don't play, then Konate will substitute Madison. So it's a sequence wise, right? So if only one of the main player is not playing, then McNeil will substitute them. However, there is a catch in there. If a defender is not playing, and since you only have three defenders, and you have to have at least three defenders, then it doesn't matter who you have kept in the first place. For example, McNeil is here. Let's say Justin didn't play. Justin don't play in the next match week. Then McNeil won't be the one who will substitute Justin because if it is the case, then we'll only have two defenders, which is not possible. So he will be substituted by Gabriel, who is a defender and who you have kept in the sequence in next. If you swap Gabriel with Konate, then if Justin don't play, then Konate will substitute Justin. So that is how it happens. And similar is the case with other positions as well. So just like I said, you have to have at least one forward, at least two midfielders, at least three defenders. This formation has to be have, and so you need to keep in mind the sequence which you have here. So let's just say Justin is he's a doubt that he won't be playing. I mean, there are a lot of things which you have to keep in mind while selecting the team, especially if this is your first game week, because you have unlimited transfers which you can make, right? So you follow press conferences. In press conferences, managers tell you about which players are probable to start, or at least the reporters ask them who all are injury, who all are injury suspect. Because you see right now, national international break is ongoing. A lot of players have gone to their national teams, and it is quite possible that many of them will return injured. So in press conferences, the managers will tell the reporters, for example, Justin is not selected for England. Let's just say Dalot. Yeah. Dalot is selected for Portugal and he got injured. So Eric Ten Hag, he comes up to the reporters and say that Dalot is in whatever accent he says that Dalot is injured. So you have to follow all these press conferences as well, so that you realize that if Dalot is uh, uh, may not start. And since Dalo cost me a lot, 5.1 price is a lot for a defender basically. So if you know that he will be out, like for example, he has a hamstring injury, you know it will be at least a month before he returns again. Then you transfer him out. You select some other defender. That's how uh, that's how you informative you have to be to select a good team. So, for example, you're not bothered by watching all these press conferences, having all this knowledge. You just need to keep in mind who will substitute Dalo. So in Gabriel and Konate, you can see here the teams which they will be facing next. Arsenal is facing Bournemouth, and that is a match away away at Bournemouth, and Konate, that is Liverpool, will be facing Chelsea at home. So it's I'll also have to tell you about the point system, how the points are given. Um, but you just remember that for a defender, a clean sheet is very important in order to get more points, right? Uh, and goals, it's highly unlikely that a defender score goals, and you can't just select defender thinking that they might score goal. Obviously, they get more points if they score goal because, however unlikely event will be, the more the points they will get, right? So if a goalkeeper basically scores a goal, then they will get the highest points. A a striker will get less points to score a goal because that's his job, right? So if Konate gets, for example, Liverpool is playing Chelsea, so it's probable that they won't get a clean sheet. So you will just swap Konate with Gabriel because you are betting for Arsenal to get a clean sheet, or Gabriel is a goal threat as well. It's better to put him in front of Konate if you think Dalo is unlikely to play whatever scenario we just uh, can say. So let me just tell you about the point system now. So basically, if a striker scores a goal, he will get 4 points for it. So basically, every player, if he completes 60 minutes on the field, right? This is also really tricky. Like you are hoping some manager won't substitute a player before they get 60 minutes on board. So then you'll only get 1 point. So if, for example, if some forward gets 60 minutes on board, so 2 points are for sure with certainty that all the players will get 2 points at the very least if they complete 60 minutes. Now, if they get a yellow card, that will be a -1. So, for example, Madison completes 60 minutes. Madison is not a good example because you see the midfielders also get 1 point for clean sheet as well, and that is not the case with the forward. So it's a bit complicated. I didn't um, think that there are so many things which are at play while playing this game. But once you start playing, it becomes a bit natural to you. So this is my fourth year, so I know all these things by heart. I don't have to think about them twice. But then I have to explain them. I have to tell you this and that. So let's just stick to the forwards. Let's say they completed 60 minutes, and they will get 2 points for sure. Right? If they score a goal, then they will get added 4 points, right? Or if they assist, you know what an assist is, right? So basically, for example, Jackson is there, right? So before scoring the goal, for example, let's say Cole Palmer, Cole Palmer passes the ball to Jackson, and Jackson put the ball behind the net, right? So Palmer will get the assist for the goal Nicholas Jackson has scored. So that's how assists are counted. It's a bit tricky as well because you see, let's say Palmer hit a shot, right? He hit the woodwork, and the ball bounced back and it came to Jackson, and then Jackson just tapped in for a goal. And that will also count as a assist for Palmer. It's a bit funny, it's true for a goalkeeper as well. For example, Palmer hit a shot and goalkeeper stopped it. But he stopped it, but the ball went to Jackson straight away, right? And then Jackson tapped in again. Uh, in front of the open net. So that will also count as an assist for Palmer. So you'll just have to go by the flow and just observe how the things are, how the points are being given. These are really sophisticated things. You don't need to get in on all this because obviously it's not in your control as well. But just for the sake of fulfillment, I'm just telling you this. So I told you 3 points will be given for assists and 4 points will be given for goals. In the end, there is a BPS system. You can see here bonus point system. So players are allotted this BPS bonus point system, and according to them, bonus points are allotted as well. Let's just take an example of previous game week and just go to the Chelsea game only. You see this bonus point system. According to this, Madueke has scored the highest bonus point system. That is 34. Madueke is a midfielder, I think, yeah, and I think he scored the goal, right? Because of that, his bonus point system in the bonus point system he has scored a lot. So whoever scores the highest in the BPS will get 3 points. 3 points is the maximum bonus point every best player will get in a particular match, right? And then you can see Wood and Palmer score equal 32 in the bonus point system. So both of them get 2 points. So at max, you see, if you just look at some other here, you can see Madison must have got 3 points, and Welbeck got 2 points, and Jorginho got 1 point. But here you can see no one got 1 point. So since we already have three players who got bonus points, so they don't give another bonus point for someone who might have got 1 point because two players are already joint uh, joint score in the BPS. That is wooden down. So you will get the gist of it once you start playing, right? So that was about bonus point system. Now this was about forwards, right? And just for the sake of fulfillment, if one player gets a red card, then they will get -2. And the funny thing is, a lot of time what happens is, for example, you have to make a player captain as well. You can see make captain, make vice captain. For example, let's say we made Nicholas Jackson as captain. So whatever point he will score, for example, let's say he scored a goal, right? So and he got the maximum bonus, maximum points in the bonus point system. That is, he will get an extra 3 points, right? So let's just calculate how many points are there. So 2 points for completing 60 minutes, then 4 points for scoring a goal. That will be 6 points, and then 3 points extra for bonus points. That will be nine. If you make Nicholas Jackson captain, so whatever points he scores is nine. His point tally will get doubled. Basically, it will show here 18. So choosing a captain is such an important job in this whole thing that it just completely, you know, shifts your rank by a lot. Like for example, now these days, everyone every week they captain Haaland, Erling Haaland, the captain, because he's a certainty, right? So he will for sure score goals, and he usually gets the maximum point. I'll just show you. So you can see here, player of the week, right? So in here they show whoever has scored the maximum points in that game week. I mean, it's really astonishing that Haaland has not featured here even once, but he has scored so many goals already, and it's really annoying. I mean, people don't do anything; they just keep Haaland captain, and he keeps scoring goals, he keeps scoring hat tricks, and it just get doubles. But let's say, for example, in the last week, for example, yeah, in the last week, Haaland didn't score, like then blanked, and let's just say you captain Saka, and you can see here Saka scored 16 points, so you will automatically get 32 points, wherein the players who captained Haaland will only get 4 points from their captain. So it's a bit tricky, it can sway your rank a lot. To choose your captain very cautiously. So that was about that. And this about vice captain. For example, let's say we made Edison as our vice captain. So let's just say Nicholas Jackson didn't play in the next game. If he doesn't play, then whoever you have chosen as the vice captain, which is there in the case Madison, he will get double points, right? So it's just like substitution. You are substituting your captain. In case your captain doesn't play, then the vice captain's point will get doubled. So that was the case here. Now talking about the points scoring in the midfielders. The midfielders also get 2 points on completing 60 minutes. But if their team has kept a clean sheet till then they will get 1 point extra. So if 60 minutes are completed, they will get 2 points for completing 60 minutes, but they will also get 1 point extra for keeping the clean sheet. So midfielder will get 3 points. So that is, and when they score a goal, they get 5 points. So most of the time before Haaland came, people used to captain midfielder only because I mean, if they score a goal, they get 5 points, and if their team keeps a clean sheet, they will get 3 points. So it's 8 points. And in comparison, if a forward scores, they will have 6 points. So if you make a forward a captain, he will get 12 points. If you make if you make a midfielder captain, he will get 16 points. Right. So 4 points difference is a lot. I mean, it's a lot. Like it can turn your fortunes upside down. That was the case for, and they also midfielders also get 3 points only for keeping for assisting a goal, right? That was the case with the midfielders, right? And the red card and yellow card, that is same for everyone. Yellow card gives you -1, red card gives you -2. Now let us come to the defenders point system. If they also get 2 points on completing 60 minutes, right? But if the team keeps a clean sheet, then they will get 4 points extra. So on completing 60 minutes without conceding a goal, James Justin will get 6 points. So that is why most of the good players either keep a defender which is a goal scoring defender or a defender who assists, for example Trent, and almost all the time, like this year Liverpool is keeping clean sheets as well. So he's benefiting from that also. And you must have seen his assist and goal scoring record. Like it's unbelievable. And that's why you see what his price is. And his price for a defender is just so bizarre. I mean, his price is 7.1 million. Like, right, he's a defender. And just the like Grealish is 6.3, he's a midfielder, bro. Even Gakpo has the same 7.1, and Gakpo is a forward. You can see this is so bizarre. Right. So Trent is the highest priced defender there is. So the good players either keep a defender who scores or assists, or a team which is certain to keep a clean sheet, right? So basically, the good teams like Manchester City, like Arsenal, like Liverpool now these days, right? But the defender of these teams usually are highly priced, like they will be around 6 million, like normally average, like they are around 5 or 6. So you have to keep a balance between, uh, so that you You have ample amount of firepower in a midfield and forwards as well because you can't rely on a clean sheet. This is Premier League. Every small team can score a goal. Like scoring a goal, they score for fun. I mean, even Manchester City are finding it really difficult to keep a clean sheet these days. So you have to keep all these things in mind. Like I said, if they keep a clean sheet, they will get 4 points. So after 60 minutes, they have 6 points, and their BPS goes. It jumps. If they have kept a clean sheet, then their BPS jumps. So and if they score a goal, then I think they get 6 points. Yeah, I think they do. Let's just confirm it. But I'm pretty sure. Let's say, yeah, James Justin has scored a goal. Yeah, see here. He scored 2 goals, right? And he conceded 4 goals. Yeah, so you have to consider this as well. He scored 2 goals, so that itself made 12 points, right? Now he completed 60 minutes, so he must have got 14 points, but he only has 12 points. Why is that so? Because his team conceded 4 goals, and for every 2 goal conceded, the defender will have a -1, right? So they conceded 4 goals against Arsenal, so that means -2. That's why he has 12 points. But he got 2 goals, so that itself made 12 points. So the defender scoring a goal is a boon. I mean, 6 points is a lot. And just think if they keep a clean sheet, and what will happen? It will just go, it will just skyrocket. Now coming to the goalkeeper. If it's exactly like defenders, if they keep a clean sheet and if they complete 60 minutes, which keepers usually do, they don't really get injured. So that will be 6 points. But catch here is that for every 3 saves a keeper makes, they will get a 1 point extra. For example, let's say Unana saved 6 shots, then he will have 2 points extra. So that's how keepers' points are tallied. I think I have told you most of the things. I have told you about BPS. You see, for every save a goalkeeper makes, his BPS will jump, right? Similarly, you have to also be wary of if, for example, let's say for penalties, right? Let's say Madison is on penalty duties for Spurs, and he takes a penalty and he misses, or Onana saves it. Right? The Madison will get -2 for missing a penalty, and Onana will get, I think it's +4 for saving a penalty. So people usually get really good points. They rarely score, so I don't think it's relevant. But I think it's around 7. Yeah, 7 points they get for scoring. I remember Allison scored a goal against West Brom back in the 1921, or I think it was COVID period. So yeah, I didn't used to play them. So this is all you have to worry about. Then let's just quickly talk about the chips. So yeah, the chips are mentioned here. The bench boost. As the name suggests, uh, the players which you have on the bench, right? They will their points will also get added to the total point tally which you have. So let's just say your main team scored 60 points and your bench overall scored 10 points. Your overall point will be 70. What that can be. These are chips are played for 1 game week only, right? And there are certain nuances to these as well. For example, if you play a wild card, what is a wild card? Wild card is basically if you play a wild card, then you can change your whole team. Basically, you get unlimited transfer, right? But you have to manage your team within the 100 million count limit. So you can play a wild card, but then you can't play another chip with that. Like it's not like you are playing a wild card, then you are applying your bench booster. You can't do that. You can only play one chip at a time. If you're free hit, then you can have unlimited transfer value. Like right now, you're bounded by 100 million pounds. To play a free hit, you can buy any player, any player that is good, like unbelievable. Like you are having Haaland, you bought Salah as well, Haka, all the good players who are priced really high, can do everything. And then this mystery chip, they have introduced this concept this year only, so I'm not sure what that is. I think they will be unleashing it in January 2025. And as regards to triple captain, so for example, I mean the name itself suggests everything. For example, they have Nicholas Jackson, he scores 12 points. I mean, if he scores 6 points in a match, if you have triple captain in, then his points will be triple. That is, he will score 18 points. So that's pretty trivial. And told you have to keep a lot of things in mind. before choosing a team, right? And if you keep the rules in your head, if you think about the fixtures, if you think about the coming fixtures, you have to take a help of these FTRs a lot, fixture difficulty rate. You see all these green stripes, these indicates easy fixture. So you have to think accordingly and choose a proper player so that you're not choosing him for just the next game week, choosing him for 3 or 4 match weeks to come. Because you don't want to buy players just randomly, right? You don't want to uh, buy a player for the next game week only, and then after that you are saying that they are playing Man City and Liverpool back to back. That player will be useless, right? Because he won't be scoring or defending or like keeping clean sheet against these proper teams. They have to keep foresight in mind before buying a player. But rest, you just have to enjoy this game. You can you can play it with your friends. You can place bets like I have done before. You can do it all season long. You can do it match week by match week, but just keep it simple. The game, it's a game, and yeah, that will be it. If you have any doubts, you can put in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to help.